Alrighty, alrighty. A nice little chill Uma Tuesday to start off the week, baby. Let's get over there. Get over here, shall we? Get in here. Bam, 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 bam. Ba ba boom bada boom bada boom bada boom. Ba-doo 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 ba-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. What's up, Anomaly? Hey, yo. Sen yo. Sen yo. Yo. What's up, bro? I'm doing good. Horse. What's up, Avaka? How is how are you doing? How are you doing? I know you must be enjoying your winter break right now. Your shackles are at least free for another 2 weeks or so. By today, I'm doing good. Just a little sleepy as usual because I'm a freaking doofus, and I always sleep stupidly late because I'm an idiot. I'm talking aggressively at myself because I would like to not sleep so late, and therefore I'm being mean to me, myself, and I, and therefore hopefully I'll actually sleep early. Hello there, Chris. What's going on? What's up, Joker? When's the new frickin'... I need a new scenario already. Maybe I'm acting like an entitled gamer, like every entitled gamer you see on Twitter, but dude, when Unity Cup came out, it reignited the fire. I need the new scenario stat. I need whatever the new scenario is stat. Please. Please. Let me see. Is there anything else for me to do before I play? I don't think there is. Dude, I can't rev up my stream anymore. I can't rev up the gas because, what is it? They added all this quality of life, which is good. Don't get me wrong. Quality of life is great. It's just I can't rev up the gas, dude. Also, this is a little bit of the calm before the storm, because I think next week. Wait, next week? Oh no, Dover's not out next week. It's gonna be Toast and Jordan. I don't know who I want to roll for, guys. And before you say Kita-san, ha, lol, funny. I don't know who to roll for. Freaking Toast and Jordan or Dover. It's like I got everybody. I was really only aiming for a Manhattan Cafe this month, so it's like I'm kind of goalless right now. I'm kind of freaking goalless. And you guys know me. I don't want to save this many carrots. I gotta. You know, it's like what they say. Never charge your iPhone all the way, or never charge your phone all the way, because then it'll explode. I can't let my bank get too full of carrots, guys, otherwise it's gonna explode. Per the meta? Slave. Meta slave to the max. I can't believe you just typed that. Embarrassing. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to bully you. I don't want to bully you that hard about it. I don't want to poke fun at you that hard about it. I'm sorry. Reading that physically hurt me, though. It did. Reading that physically hurt me. I believe you just said that, bro. Let go! Let it go, man. Let it go. Oh, you're not? Okay, my bad, my bad. Hey, man. I know you're rolling for Kita. So you're following the meta somewhat. I thought you were following the meta all the way. Again, no problem with that. It's just I'm gonna jab a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's no biggie. Obviously, I'll just jab at you a little bit, you know. I don't know who to play. All right, somebody tell me who to play. I'm in this weird state with Uma, which I get like this every now and then. There's really nothing to do. I do usually make Umas for the CMs, but like I said, I don't worry about the parents and stuff. What's the next thing anyways? What's the thing after this one? How many cafe runs have I done? 2. Literally 2. And my second one, I think my second one was one of the best ones I ever had. Yeah. Quite literally just 2. Blessed, baby. Blessed. So I don't really want to play cafe. It sucks. I'm in this weird middle ground where it's like I can't get an S. Or I could, but it would be like insane RNG. So it's like, I don't know. I want to farm for an S, but like at the end of the day, like, okay, I'm in this weird middle ground where getting an A+ is honestly not that hard. It'll require a little bit of luck for sure, but it's honestly not that hard, but I can't get an S. Like in order to get an S, I would have to have better, I would have to have SSRs at this point. Because I have really good SRs. Like, my SRs are fine. So it sucks, because I'm in this weird middle point where it's like, I really am being gatekept at this point by, like, I could do the cheesy thing, but again, like I said, I don't want to do the cheesy thing, where it's like, oh, frickin' bring wit cards and manipulate the game's manipulate the game's ranking system. I don't want to do that, you know. So I want to actually like have my stats balanced. So I am in this weird middle point. Target a team trials Uma you could approve. I usually do that off stream. I usually do that, but I don't really target. I just frickin'... What is it? What is it? I just frickin' try and A+ the people who aren't A+. That's usually what I do. I haven't played Pasta in a while. Maybe in actually, let's go back to an old favorite. I just saw it. That was good. That was good going to that. Go back to an old favorite of mine. Let's play some King Halo. Wait, that being said, do you have any good skills? Or skills that I would at least want? I don't really care if they're good. Yeah, sure, why not? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Yeah, this is the part of Uma where I'm like pretty bored because like I said, there's not really much for me to care about. Like I said, you know, like I mentioned, I'll put a little bit of effort into the CMs, but I just, you know, it's not really for me. I don't find it fun, so I'll just put like the minimal effort to play the CMs, but I don't really feel like doing the parent stuff like I always mention. So this is just the part of Uma for me where I'm like, there's really nothing to do. There's nothing to strive for. So I usually just do my dailies and then get off. Well, there is the bingo event though, so the bingo event is helping. Next scenario is in about 2.5 months. Okay, it's not bad. Not bad. I'm not impatient or anything. I'm just I am a little goalless right now. I won't lie. A little bit goalless. Ba-da-ba-bow, ba-da-ba-bow. What's up, Hydro? Oh my god, your name is Meta. That is ironic. You know, your first A rank Uma, so you're happy it was Rice? Oh, nice. That is good. That is good. I remember when I got my first A rank, I was freaking out. Bow, 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 bow. Where is it? What am I looking for? I'm looking for. Oh wait, there she is. Oh wait, what's my scaling? 20 power. Oh my god. I might not need Ryan. I might not need Ryan. Oh my god. Use my raspy voice, hold on. Yeah, next up is an A+. Next up for me is trying to get an S, but like I mentioned earlier, I'm being a little gatekept, sadly. I'm in a very weird middle ground where my cards can easily make A pluses, but it's a really tight struggle to get an S. So that's why I feel very goalless, because like I want to strive for an S, but yeah, you know, I don't want to roll for cards, obviously. So it's just like I'm in a very weird, awkward spot. But it is what it is. What do I want to bring? I'm really contemplating this decision right now, Dead. I'm really thinking about it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's hard to get an S. That's why you're rolling for Kita. I mean, yeah, I understand. I understand. I'm just, you know, like I mentioned always, I'm petty and I want to do things my way, so I'm ignoring that Kita. I won't even borrow a Kita. I have 214 Umas that have never borrowed a Kita. I'll use my jabroni one. And honestly, the reason why I bring this is simply because she has 2 mood up events. And that's fire. That is super hot fire. But yeah, I also am intentionally nerfing myself, obviously. Like maybe if I borrowed a Kita, it would be like a lot easier for me to get an S rank, but it's fine. I'm not that desperate. I have my own, what's the right word here? I'm petty. I just won't use Kita. That being said, never say never. Maybe at some point I'll be over this. Maybe at some point I'll get over it. But until then, all the meta slaves make me mad. I always need to disclaimer this though. I don't care if you play meta. Please continue to play the game however you want as long as you're having fun. I just personally would not have fun using Kita. So, how do I know that? I've tried it. So, but yeah, I just, you know, as long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter. I don't care what anybody does. I'm not looking to have a bunch of people parrot me, you know? Like, if you want to use Kita, use it. Don't do what I do. Just, you know. I'm thinking. I am thinking. You. It's actually insane how much I've been using this rice shower card. This card is actually fire. This card is super hot fire. Then I actually don't need... Sorry. Wow. Excuse me. Apologies. That was unnecessary. And then we'll replace the King Halo card with... Honestly, I don't really even... I could use Shinko Windy. I could use Shinko Windy. It wouldn't even be that bad. Bam. I'm just thinking because I'm trying to just... I know I should be trying to improve her sprint, but I just want to improve everything. This is my issue. Everybody plays this game frickin' everybody plays like, oh, min-max, min-max this, min-max that. I hate min-maxing. Why would I min-max one stat when I can have all of them be good? I essentially always go for the dream runs, which most people that play this game would scoff at me. They would be like, what are you doing? Do this. And I'm just like, no. I'm just like, no. How about no? How about I play my game the way I want to play my game, and you play your game the way you want to play your... I'm creating a villain right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally manufacturing this false villain in my head. But this false villain does exist somewhere. I'm just saying. I've seen it. I've seen it. It's like the Loch Ness Monster, bro. Used 3 guts and 2 speed cards to bonkers success yesterday. Yeah, guts isn't guts cards honestly aren't bad, especially nowadays. Windy is a great SR speed card. Wild autocorrect. 3 guys. 3 guys. Not 5 guys? Only 3? Damn. Minimal usage of the men. The stamina and power it gives, you like it a lot. Yeah, the rice shower card. The rice shower card's fire. I love that it has this is I like this little thing. I like stamina. I like blank bonus. Whenever it has any kind of bonus, I love that. And this has 2. Got stamina bonus and power bonus. You really on a power card, that's fire. Because power, you know, power levels up stamina a little bit. So I actually really like that card. That card is super hot. It also helps that it gives you the Rice Shower scenario link thing for cooldown at the very end. Oh my god, my voice is raspy today. Excuse me, excuse me. What'd you guys get from your free ticket for the what'd you guys get from your free ticket for Umamusume winning? Or as the announcer said it, Umamusume for for winning at the Game Awards. What'd you guys get from your free SSR card ticket thing? I got a Nishino Flower SSR, which I'm okay with. I actually like that card. Gold City SSR. Vodka? Another one? Oh, it sounds like you have a lot of them. If you're saying another. I really like the vodka card. I really like the vodka SSR. I try to fit it into my decks whenever I get a chance. You got Nishino Flower too, just a different card. Huh? There's 2 Nishino Flower SSRs in the pool? What? I thought it was only the base game cards. There's 2 Nishino Flowers in that same. What? Really, Trickster? I haven't really looked at the pool, but isn't there only one for the base game? It's because that ticket they gave us is base game only, so. Oh, what the heck? We're talking about the frickin' global ticket they gave us. What the hell? Out of nowhere, random. Trying to hop into the conversation, random. You never used it, but she loves showing randomly for you? Limit break 1 Falco? Are we on the same page here, guys? Is that card even base game? Hold on, now you guys got me messed up. Now you guys got me messed up. I'm talking about the Game Awards ticket. The ticket we got from the Game Awards, which you should only be able to get these cards. It is in the base game. Wow. I thought this one wasn't in the base game. That's crazy. I knew most of these were in the base game, but I didn't know this one was. I thought this one was added after the fact. Hello there, Shadow Wolf. Yeah, when it comes to cards, I'm just like... It was cool. And like, you know, like I said, I obviously don't care too much about my cards. See, the sad part is, like, I don't care for rolling for cards. Like, you know, I'm always going to stack up my carrots to roll for Umas, but I know I have to roll for cards at some point, obviously, eventually. So it's just like, Obviously, I guess I'm aiming for the best cards, but I'm also not at the same time. I don't know, it's such a weird thing. Because I'm not passionate about rolling for cards, it's like when I have to roll for them, I should probably just be caring about getting the best cards, but you know, it's a very weird fallacy. Because the game forces me to roll for them, which sucks. I have a very weird mentality when it comes to to weapons in gacha games. It's not even weird. It's just I don't ever like. I would prefer to never roll for weapons, or like, you know, any of that. I would always want to roll for characters. But this game is unique. Oh, Umamusume, you're such a unique experience. You make me roll for cards. I'm pissed. 30k for Kita-san rerun? Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. If you are, you know, good for you. But yeah, that's a Ligma moment, and not Ligma to you. Ligma to all the people who are like, your account's just dead in the water if you don't roll for Kita-san. Sorry, they make me upset. They make me upset. If you're one of those people, it's okay. Just don't say anything. If anybody here is one of those people, just don't say anything. That's why I intentionally do not run a Kita-san. As stated. I have over 215 Umas that I have still in my stable. Not a single one has a Kita-san. Or, let me rephrase that. Not a single one has a maxed out Kita-san. I do use my single no level Kita-san just because people, just to be spiteful. Just to be spiteful. It's my little spiteful victory. Start over now. It's just like I said, you know, this conversation always comes up, and, you know, I don't even intentionally bring it up. It literally just comes up naturally because, you know, Umamusume is I don't know how it's this, you know, let me just preface this by saying this. I don't know how gacha games all turn into this, but it is a very sweaty gacha game. So, but then again, every gacha game turns into a sweaty gacha game. So what else is new? Let's be honest. What else is new? It could be the most single-player, chill gacha game of all time, and for some reason, it always turns into a min-max. Like, you're not even competing against anybody. It just turned into a min-max fest, so whatever. Again, I'm not personally a fan of all that, but if you guys are, you enjoy it, you have fun, don't let me stop you. It's just my opinion, you know? That's all. I always need to lay down the disclaimer all the time because I'm not trying to offend people or freaking change people's minds, you know? At the end of the day, it's just like my opinion. You do you. You do you, I do me. You do you, I do me. If that means we can't get along, then that's okay, but I'd like to think I could get along with a person who plays meta. I'd like to think that. We might not be able to converse about the game because they talk in different languages than I do about this game, but you know, I'd like to think we could at least be cordial. You know? I ain't got no bad blood. I just might poke fun at a meta slave every now and then. Just a little jab. That's all. Start over now. Start over now. Those 3 weeks that you spent rolling and having fun, that fun meant nothing. Fun? What is fun? Fun doesn't get you money. I'm sorry. Nah, like I said, again, I don't really care because I just care that you have fun. And I just feel like a majority of the people that play, not a majority, I'd say a lot of people get swept up playing meta. I won't say like a majority, I won't say a minority. I'll just say a lot of people do get swept up playing meta, and they slowly start to hate the game, but they fail to realize that like if you just don't play the way Twitter tells you to play, if you just don't play the way, you know, if you play how you think you would enjoy a video game, which is kind of hard for people these days because most people just, I don't know why, most people just follow the wave and, you know, they follow what everybody else does and they don't really, I'm not going to say everybody does this, but, you know, a lot of people kind of just don't really think for themselves and just be self-aware of who they are. Then it's like you'll enjoy a lot more things in life. Not even just when it comes to a game, but like if you just like try to find your own personal enjoyment in stuff rather than like, you know, do this because everybody else is doing it, you know, type thing. I don't know. I'm just of the opinion that everybody should make a very conscious decision. That's all. You should just be conscious of who you are. If you find playing the meta fun, I'm not trying to stop you. Seriously, if you actually are enjoying yourself, that's good. But I just think, I just cannot believe a good chunk of people. Like, some people are casual as hell. And actually, most people that play gacha games are really casual. And it's hard for me to believe that a lot of those people actually genuinely enjoy playing meta. Because sometimes, dude, there's these disgruntled twiddle. There's twiddle. There's these disgruntled Twitter people, and they definitely are just disgruntled about like the grind of this game. And I'm just like, you don't have to grind this game. You know, you just don't. The fact that you're disgruntled about the grind means you don't enjoy the grind. So why would you even do it? And I know they're only grinding because oh, it's a CM. I have to. I must grind. Everybody else is grinding. If I don't do it, if I don't grind along with them, I'm not playing the game right. That's what I get upset at. Is like I don't like that mentality. So I try to just like give people an open mind, you know? Like, it's a video game. It's not your job. Just, you know, chill the hell out. Now, I'd understand if it's like you're a gacha game creator and you're making money and blah, 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 this and that. If it's literally your job, that's a different story. But I'm gonna sit here and say this: 90% of the people that play this game treat it like not okay. Let me not do random percentages. A good chunk of people treat this game like it's their job, and they ain't even getting paid for it. They're losing money to it. So it's like, I don't know. I just, again, that's just how I operate. That's just where I come from. And again, like if you're not having fun with the grind, that's even worse. Again, I'm not talking about people that are having fun with the grind. I'm talking about people who, one, talk about like being upset about the grind, but they still do it anyways. And it's just like, bro, at some point you gotta wake up. You gotta be self-aware and just be like, dude, I don't actually want to do this. Yeah, that's why my #1 thing I always tell people, just be self-aware, man. Just be self-aware of who you are, how you like to have fun. You don't need to do what everybody else does. Everybody wants the free carrots from the CM, but I always say this too. Everybody wants the rewards at the end of the rainbow. You know, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That might be an old saying these days, because I don't know if that saying has faded into non-existence, but there used to be a saying that there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. People always forget you have to run on the rainbow before you actually get to the pot of gold. Are you actually going to enjoy getting to the pot of gold? That's the point. Everyone wants the rewards, but not everyone is willing to... Not everyone's going to enjoy the process of getting those rewards, so... It shouldn't be the defining... It should not be your defining reason, in my opinion, to... It should not be your defining reason to, like, play CMs just because of the carrots. Like, you gotta like put effort, you know? Like, see, like even for Group B, people in Group B are still putting in effort, you know? Even me, like, I put in like a minimal amount of effort, but I still put in a little bit. Like, I think about my cards, I'm like, oh, okay, the next CM is a long. I'm gonna grab this card, and then the career event is gonna give me cooldown. Or swinging maestro so I get more stamina skills. So even I have my geek mode. Even I have my geek mode every now and then. Or I know how to go into geek mode only because I play other games that require geek mode. Like, you know, shooters and stuff. Shooters, fighting games. You know, skill-based games, guys. Alright, that was me being egotistical. I'm sorry. I'll take that one back. But yeah, I play a lot more. I get my try-hard... What's the word I'm looking for? I get my try-hard mentality out in, like, other skill-based video games. It's like... So... I can't do it in gacha games. You already grind games to care about the gacha to... What do you mean, Shadow Wolf? If you're allowed to say you run a standard Kita-san, you have me crying. Yeah, people that are saving for Kita-san didn't reroll. No, I'm just talking about like when Kita-san first came out, anomaly. When Kita-san first came out, that's all you heard. It was so obnoxiously annoying. And then everybody was... I think I was just personally annoyed that like week that Kita came out, because it's like people were coming in here and it was like, oh, did you roll for Kita? And I was like, I don't want to be mean, right? I don't want to be immediately abrasive off the get-go, but it's just like, no, I didn't. I don't really care, and that's all I had. That's all I could really say, like, you know. So I was just like, yeah. So it's just like like I said, it is a personal thing. It's a petty thing, but I mean, and at the end of the day, like I said, I don't care. If you roll for Kita, if you don't roll for Kita, if you meta slave, if you don't meta slave, I don't personally care. It's just, I just encourage people to just be very, you know, again, self-aware. Who's my favorite Uma, if you don't mind you asking? No, yeah, I have. That's a great question. That's a non-meta question. I love those questions. That's an A-OK question in my book. My favorite Uma? It's hard for me to choose just one. Let me go to the list. It's really hard for me to choose just one. But probably my favorite Uma is Taishin. Everything about Taishin I liked. I don't have her, but I did their little story thing. You know, this Umamusume story thing. And I think I only read the one. I think I only got to read one chapter. Yeah, I did only read one chapter, but I was just like, oh yeah. And then she showed up in the main story too, on winning tickets section. Fire. So I like Taishin a lot. It is the drip too. Don't get it twisted. Drip's fire. You guys know I'm a drip first kind of guy. But then I learn more about the character and it's like, I'm sold. Then they sell me. Hello? My game's dying. My game is dying. Oh. It says connecting. Oh. Thank you. But I also like King Halo a lot too, because King Halo's story made me sad. I like what they did with King Halo's story. A lot of people are also appreciative of King Halo's story a lot now too, because it's like a very well written story for King Halo. And I just like that. I like that she's getting some freaking respect. You gotta do more Uma lore. I'm not really obsessed with the lore of like the actual horses, but I do like some of the stories they come up with in the game, because some of the stories they come up with are actually really good. Like I mentioned with King Halo has like a super sick, like, it's cinema actually. Her career is actually cinema. There's so much drama. There's so much, like, they could literally turn this single career into an anime. Little 12 episode banger. That's all I'm saying. Little 12 episode banger, nothing, something light. Something light. It'd be no problem. It'd be no problem. You don't really know the background for the Umas. You like to know who had rivalries. Oh, I see. Well, usually they do fight their rivals in the careers, you know. Like, Mayano fights Brian, because those two were rivals. King Halo fights the rest of the Golden Generation, because they were all rivals, like Special Week, Saving Sky, Grass Wonder, and then King Halo. Damn, Uma servers are being kind of poopy today, man. It's like there's a nasty stool in the toilet. Or it's my internet, I don't know, it's one or the other. Get him, King! Oh my god, did you see that? Wait, did we lose? Don't even. Dude, that was close. Dude, Special Week had me sweating. Alright, hold on, this is sad. Wait. No, I'm not even able to see it. No, stop. Pissed. Okay, anyways. When you win the Derby, because Special Week canonically supposed to win the Derby, but you win the Derby from Special Week as King Halo, and then she's all crying and stuff, and it's really sad. And then King feels bad because it's like she just wanted to race, not make people, not crush people's dreams. So she has a heart, even though it seems like she doesn't, because she does the laugh. And then when that character usually does the laugh, they're usually heartless, but she's not heartless. Cinema, man, cinema. I'm telling you, it's cinema. You don't have to listen to me. because everybody knows you gotta watch a movie yourself to judge it yourself. But to me, it's cinema, man. To me, it's cinema. It's frickin' cinema. Oh, Joe-sama with the heart. You thought you'd hate her because of the laugh at first? Exactly. Honestly, I will say, like, out of just pure, obviously, you know, when I first started the game, I just had to, like, look at the characters and see which ones caught my attention immediately. Like, just purely off of looks, not, like, voice or story or anything. I will say the very first Uma I gravitated towards, well, was Ogre Cap, and then it was King Halo. So honestly, I do like that my intuition was correct. King Halo has one of the most well-written stories. You know, I love that. I love a nice, well-written story. And you know, Ogre is just the GOAT. Pure aura? Something like that. You could say that, I guess. It's just how it worked out, honestly. Like, I think everyone went for Ogre because she looks like a damn DBZ character. I mean, my first ticket, it was either between McQueen or Ogre. So now I will say this: some of my OGs, if they were here, they will know that I do have an affinity for I do have an affinity for I tend to always choose the white-haired anime girl. in a lot of situations when there is a choice to be made. So that's also probably partially the reason why I chose Ogre as well. Instinctively in my mind. Biwa. I actually didn't roll for Biwa. Gotta be honest, you looked at the most versatile Uma, and that's why you chose Ogre, and honestly, she fills your dirt team trials nicely. See, Anomaly, this is what I like. You are a reasonable person. Because, to be honest, you're meta-slaving, but that's okay. And you know that I'm okay with that, and you know that I'm okay with that. I just poke at you a little bit. I like you. This is good. See, this is how you can get along. The meta slave and the not meta slave can get along. It's just they don't think they can sometimes. This is what I like. This is what I like. Because I know sometimes people pop in when I'm doing those rants and they I know they immediately tune me out because it's like, oh, he's not playing the way I want to play. Okay, hold on. I'm turning this into another villain. Let's stop and shut up. I shut myself up, sorry. I have to do that sometimes. I was gifted with the gift of the gab. I could gab all day long. And it's usually about games. Because I like games. Some might call me a gamer. Oh yeah, speaking of games, I am excited for a few games. I'm not really... Well, I did... See, like, I didn't really watch the Game Awards, but I did see a few games that got announced that I am interested in. One game in particular, that new Star Wars game. It's gotta be it's gotta be. I hope it's a KOTOR like sequel. I really do. If it's a freaking MMORPG, I might punch the wall. You might be mostly meta, but you're not pushy, so probably why. Yeah, that's good. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people who follow meta also tend to be pushy. They tend to be. They really do. It's like, how are you not doing this? This efficient answer. I cannot believe this. You suck. And then they, you know, they're just so mean. They're so mean and abrasive. You can follow the meta, just don't be mean and abrasive. Thank you, Anomaly. You understand. Also, speaking of which, I cannot wait. I shouldn't say this on stream, but I cannot wait to get off stream today. There's only one reason. And there's one reason only. If I'm not mistaken, when does it drop? It doesn't... Is it today or... Wait, I forgot what day... Hold on. Hold on. Anyways, the reason why I said that was because I want to watch... I thought it was today. I want to watch Fallout Season 2. December 16th? That's today. What? Oh, at 6 p.m.? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right. Yeah, I'm excited to watch the new season of the Fallout show. I'm ready. I've been eagerly waiting for that. I am fiending. In my opinion, one of the best video game adaptation shows, possibly ever, because most video game adaptations suck. It's a sad trend. It's a really sad trend. Whether it be a movie or a TV show, most video game adaptations suck. So, the Fallout one was a pleasant surprise. It's actually not too shabby. I think it does a lot of justice for the games. Or like it portrays the games really well. Fallout was a good show. Yeah, no, and season 2 comes out today. Stay hydrated, folks. Stay hydrated. I don't care if you're just sitting there. I don't care if you're constantly on a work call as you're watching the stream. Get yourself some freaking water.
3番人気はこの子です。スペシャルウィーク2番人気を紹介しましょう。星雲スカイ。さあ、今日の主役はこのウマ娘を置いて他にいない。さあ、ゲートが開いた。各ウマ娘、綺麗なスタートを切りました。これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。バランバンバンバンバランバンバンバンバランバンバンバン会長に飛ばしていきます。I mean, yeah, I hope you get her. I wish gacha luck for all people, whether you be indulging in your passions or you be indulging in your meta. I do wish for good gacha luck for all, because the pain is shared. It doesn't matter. You know, you could be for meta, you could be against meta, but the pain is shared either way. So hopefully you guys get good rolls. Hopefully you don't have to spend that much, you know. Not to play the devil's advocate though, but isn't your chances worse now because there's more SSRs in the pool? not to play devil's advocate, but the chances are worse now compared to the first time, no? We are losing this one. We are losing this one bad. Hello there, Smalls. It's a very rude way to say hello. But you're just a rude guy, so I got used to it. That being said, just because I got used to it doesn't mean I'm not upset. You're pissing me off. He's already pissing me off. Can't believe it. Oi isn't rude. Then why does the word hi exist? Why is there multiple ways to say hello? If one of them wasn't intended to be a little bit more rude than the other, Smalls. If you can't answer that question, then maybe you need to look at yourself in the mirror. Holy moly. You don't get where I'm coming from? That's also another point. It does matter where you come from. I know Australians say oi a lot. And oi isn't rude over there, but like, you know, it definitely depends where you come from. I don't know. I look at oi as a little bit more rude. Not too rude, but a little bit more rude. I don't actually care, by the way. Hold on. I'm don't worry, Small. It's not that serious. I'm just I might be creating a villain out of you right now. I'm sorry. Let me just cut it. Let me just cut it before it gets too serious. Fine. You're good. Doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. I'm in a groove today. Not a bad groove, just a freaking, I guess, a troll mood. I don't know. I've done multiple goofy things already this stream. So not every goofy thing you do will hit. Not every goofy thing I do will hit. So, you know, this one fell flat. The percent of getting the rate up is better than last banner. You'll still get as much off banners though. I see. Yeah, I'm obviously not rolling for it like I've mentioned, but that's interesting to note. So what you're saying is when I roll on Tosin, Jordan, or Dober, I haven't decided yet. What you're telling me is my chances for Narita Taishin are just as possible. Guys, can I be honest? I don't actually want Dober or Tosin Jordan. I just want to take my chances at getting either Narita. Okay, I'm aiming for 4 Umas, okay? This is why I don't think this is impossible, okay? It'd be different if I was only aiming for 1 off-banner Uma, but I'm aiming for 4, okay? I want any of the Naritas, Fuji Kiseki, or Aishin Flash. Is Andrew meta slaving me? I'm not waiting for that. I'm only not rolling on the Ogre, on the Christmas Ogre, because everybody said they're gonna roll for it, and it's a meta move. I like Ogre. Ogre is one of my goats, but I'm anti-meta. So I'm not waiting for Christmas Ogre. I am petty. Don't get it twisted. I'm admitting it straight to you guys' face. I am being very petty. That being said, if anybody chooses to, you know, play, I always have to say this. It's a freaking disclaimer. It's a freaking disclaimer, and the disclaimer comes up every time. I don't care what you guys do. If you play meta, I don't hate you. I just personally don't play meta. So that's all. I literally don't hate anybody. What's wrong with having an Oshi that is a meta character? Nothing. Nothing. I'm just being me. That's all. So I always give my disclaimer, like, I'm just being myself. Like, I'm not encouraging you to do anything. Don't listen to me. Don't follow what I say. I'm not trying to influence anybody. Just you do you and I do me. That's all. So I'm just speaking my point of view, that's all. Because it is my stream, obviously. Wish Global released that new Cinderella Grey Ogre. That costume is fire. That costume is fire. When does Dober come out? The 28th. A little bit after Christmas. You do both. You play Oshi and fill the rest with meta. Easy. I mean, you two seem new, Andrew and Grace, if that's how to say your name. But I don't really care for CMs. Like, I'll still play CMs, but I don't care to like grind CMs, do the parents, grandparents. I don't do any of that. I'll just like build a deck that has skills that I want, and that's my Uma, you know. So. Just because you seem like new faces around here, that's typically how I operate when it comes to this game, because I don't find CMs to be fun, because this is not a game of skill. It's a game of credit card swiping. And when you lose somebody who just spent more money than you, it's very, I don't care. I care a lot more about games of skill, like shooters and fighting games, and those are the games that I come from, you know. So I've never really try-harded in gacha games, and I probably never will, because I just think there's no point. Personally, again, if you I come from a place where it's like you have to have fun too, and I just don't have fun like sweating gacha games. If anybody has fun here sweating gacha games, by all means, keep having fun. It's just not for me. Not for me, it never will be for me. Also, I saw that earlier. Special what? Thanks for following. Or thanks for subbing on YouTube. I appreciate it. Usually the people that follow, or usually the people that sub, aren't also in the stream. But this time they were. Because that Noti plays even if you're not in the stream, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Honestly, based. You still try for CMs, but you just do whatever with the cards you have. Yeah. I just like, because I don't care if I like don't get the max amount. Like, I know people, I say this to everybody all the time, but I said this like not 30 minutes ago, but there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Everybody wants the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but not everybody is willing to follow the rainbow. Go through, you know, go through the trials and tribulations to get to the pot of gold. And the trials and tribulations is, you know, farming grandparents, you know, going through multiple bad runs where you don't get the right sparks, this and that. Like, you know, I know what it takes. I'm not speaking from a place of ignorance, you know? I'm not speaking from a place of ignorance. Like, I understand what it takes because I've tried it. I've tried it off stream and I'm like, yeah, this isn't fun. So, but I made that decision myself, you know? Which is why I also encourage people, like, don't speak from a place of ignorance. Like, you know, try it and see if you enjoy it. I tried the whole grind of this game and I'm like, this isn't fun. I'm not enjoying myself. So that's that, you know? Like, I don't care if there's a million carrots at the end of the rainbow. If I'm not going to enjoy it, then I'm just not going to enjoy it, you know? Because, you know, another thing is it's like, this game's not your job. Unless the game is like literally actually your job, I don't see a purpose in like hard grinding. Especially if you're not having fun. Like again, fun factor is the most important thing. Especially if you're not having fun with the grind, there's zero point to frickin' do it. The rewards, in my opinion, are not necessarily worth the mental struggle, potential mental struggle. Not everybody's gonna have a mental struggle, but you're free to play and you know you have a harder time, yet you accept the platinum last 2 CM. It's been fun. It's all about tempering expectation, I guess. Again, I just don't see it that way. It's like very. I cannot sweat in a single player game. It's just not for me. I'm a multiplayer gamer at heart. Like, I know you guys mostly tune in for my Uma stuff, but before I even played this game, I played a lot of multiplayer games on this channel. I still do. At the end of the day, I am a variety channel. Hashtag ad for myself. Stream schedule every week. I post it every Monday. I play multiple different games that I enjoy. But usually we play Umamusume every Tuesday. It's called Uma Tuesday. Just had to get that out of the way. Real quick. You see it as grind. You see it as just doing an event, getting points, etc. That's good. Again, see, it sounds like you think I'm trying to change your mind. I'm not. I'm just speaking my opinion. At the end of the day, if you get upset that I'm speaking my point of view, that's on you. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not trying to influence nobody. Let me disclaimer that. You just do you and I do me. I think that's something that a lot of people struggle to accept these days, period. Like in any game. Like, I'm just gonna play the game I want to play. Okay, if that's not the game that you're playing, then okay, whatever. I don't care, you know? Like, I just don't. I'm gonna play the video game the way I want to play the video game, because for one, it's not a multiplayer game. There's no... there is a meta in this game, but like, let's be real, you don't have to follow it. And it's just like... Again, I'm not trying to influence anybody. Please, you do you. You can see it however you want to see it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna talk about my POV because it is my stream. So if you're not happy with me talking about my POV, you're more than welcome to leave. I am not trying to please anybody or displease anybody. I'm just being me. And if me being me gets somebody upset, then all I can do is be like this guy. All I can do is shrug it off. There's nothing I can say. You watch my videos all the time and you saw I was streaming, so you got hyped. Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Follow the Harikite Iko. I don't know about all that. Maybe like in 6 months, I'll actually care about Kita. But until then, I'm petty. The only reason I'm petty is because when Kita first came out, all the meta slaves were like... All the snobby meta slaves. It's one thing to be a meta slave. It's another thing to be a really snobby, annoying one, okay? I got my boy Anomaly in here. Anomaly's one of the good ones. He plays meta. He's just not pushy about it. He's not like, what are you doing? How are you not playing the way intended? You're not running a max Kita? I can't watch you. You disgust me. You know, like some people are actually like that. It feels like they're like that. They don't actually say that, but their tone and the way they present themselves make it seem like that's how they are. They're very diva, if you will, in a bad way. Anyways, point I'm trying to not anomaly though, not anomaly, but point I'm trying to make is that's the reason I'm petty over Kita, is because it's just like, dude, there is no way. Like, who cares? Like, some people obviously do care, so I shouldn't say who cares, but it's just like, bro. Like, I'm enjoying myself just fine without a max Kita. I can't, like, bro, I can't imagine that. That's too much for me, man. Not in a game like this. Catch me in like a Valorant or like a freaking Counter-Strike. Okay. You might have sold me. I might meta slave my life away in an FPS game. But like, nah, not for a gacha game. Not for me. I'm sorry. Not for me. By the way, is there a particular Uma I'm aiming for? No, not really. The way I play gacha games, and this is how I play all my gacha games, is I want all the characters. While spending as minimal money as possible. So honestly, it's a hard thing to attempt. It's a hard dream to aim for, especially in this game. But a dream wouldn't be fun if it was easy. So I'm okay with that. There's not really a particular Uma at the moment I'm aiming for. I would want Nakayama Festa in the future, but I wouldn't want to save 30k carats just to get one. I like playing gacha games for the gacha. I'm not really a fan of saving. Like, I know people will save, and by the way, I encourage people to save if you actually, you know, if you actually want a particular Uma or a particular card, and you want to guarantee it, obviously you should save. But for me, I just don't find that fun. Like, again, I'm all about having fun with these games, so what's fun for me is rolling. Like, I'm not trying to play a game, I'm trying to play a gacha game, you know? So I do a lot of my pulls without having pity. If you guys have seen some of those videos, shameless plug. You know I always roll without pity. It makes it more fun, it makes it more entertaining. I know it does, because we're leaving it to the gods. So, because we are leaving it to the gods, but yeah. It's actually fun. We do it for the love of the game, baby. At least that's why I do it. I do it for the love of the game. The love of the gacha. The slot machine talks to me. Honestly, it's so nice to see a streamer that doesn't wail out. Many of the YouTuber advice is not helpful when they have MLB everything. Yeah, most of my stuff is the only thing I do in gacha games is battle passes and this thing, the daily carrot pack. I think if you're gonna actually play a gacha game every day, every year, you might as well get the daily carrot pack. Like, it's too worth it, in my opinion. So that's why I always go for the daily carrot. But the rest of the stuff I ignore. And by the way, that's because in my first gacha game ever, I did whale and I hated it. I hated the feeling of whaling. It just felt like it felt so grimy. That game was Genshin, by the way. I did whale in Genshin and like I stopped playing 2 years into Genshin, and I was like, it felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, bro. Felt like a weight was really lifted off my shoulders. I was so glad to be done with that game. And that's why I play the way I do today. I am speaking from pure experience. You know? Like, I'm not speaking from ignorance. This is how I became the gacha gamer I am today. Has anyone else escaped from Tarkov yet? Yeah, a lot of people. They said there was like 500 people that escaped, which is honestly crazy that's still that low. Because escaping's really hard. Not you waiting 2 years until Marvelous Sunday comes out. Oof. You're gonna save 2 years worth of carrots? That'd be boring. In my humble opinion, that'd be boring. But that would mean you have strong willpower if you do save that long. Some people do have strong willpower, bro. I saw a guy that saved like 70,000, bro. Oh my god. Like, good for you, I guess, but my god, I'd be bored, man. Like, half of the game is rolling, you know? It's a gacha game. I just can't. I can't do that. That'd be so boring for me. Isn't whaling in Genshin pricey? Yeah. Yeah, it certainly was. It certainly was. That was during a different time, though. That was during COVID. The stimulus kicked in. The stimulus kicked in. So, it was a different time. It was a different time. Oh shoot. Yeah. There was a lot of excess money, you could say. So does escaping Tarkov just full wipe your character and you just start over? No. When you finish Tarkov, it's almost like a typical like RPG, where you know how the RPG is like, you get the ending and it's like, we've reverted your game to the point before you made this decision. So it's like it reverts you to that point, and then you can prestige in Tarkov. You can enter like a new game plus, not plus, more like new game, because you don't actually keep anything, but you can prestige and get a few cool rewards and stuff. And then it wipes your account, so you could try again for another ending. Because once you get one ending in Tarkov, that ending is locked to that playthrough. So you have to prestige to try and get a different ending. No, yeah. See, I had to learn that lesson. Special what? Sorry, that's my thing now with you, because I don't want to say that last part of your name. But that's something I had to learn with gachas. Like, again, I'm like, you know, I hated that feeling. Like, afterwards, I was like, what a degenerate. Talking about myself, you know? So I felt like an actual degen. Like, I couldn't. I can't go back to that. So that's why minimal spender. You know, I only do what's worth it in gachas, which is usually Battle Pass and the daily login thing. Most people will agree with me when, you know, in other gachas, those are like the bang for buck purchases when it comes to like actually buying stuff in gachas. So, and you know, I've done the math myself. I tend to agree. That those are generally the worth purchases if you were to purchase anything. So, whenever Umamusume's Battle Pass comes out, I'll probably get that on repeat. Yeah, I just don't want to say it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't want to say it. Plus, I find it funnier to say special what? Tarkov legit ending is escaping. That's crazy. Am I gonna try to escape? Yeah, I'd like to. It's a lot of effort though. I'm not gonna lie. So the way Tarkov works, it's literally like you're playing like a sandbox shooter. I saw somebody call Tarkov a sandbox shooter recently, and I agree with them. It's literally like an RPG, but it has PvP in it. It's like an MMORPG, but you know. But yeah, literally the story, if you're not like bum rushing playing Tarkov 9 hours a day, the story is supposed to take you like 2 months. Like there's a lot for you to do. It's like no joke. So I'm just taking it slow. I'm chilling. I am gonna try to escape, but I'm not in any rush. You tell me to do a 10 roll, but this is some first-rate content. Wait for it. Very funny, Ginkgo. Very funny. Bahaha. This kind of looked like the battle pass. There's a reference there that I don't know. I've heard those exact words spoken before, but I can't quite catch it. Alpaca. Is escaping the equivalent of the good ending, or is there more nuance than that? There's more nuance than that, because there's 4 different endings you can get. Hell, one of them is the bad ending. You don't even escape. So that's a spoiler. That's a spoiler. But hell, half of you guys here don't even play Tarkov, so it doesn't even matter. No, the 75% of the people in here don't play Tarkov. Hell, maybe even 90. So, but yeah, and one of them you don't even escape. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot more nuance than that. Oops. Shoot. Average Persona playthrough time? Yeah, pretty much, right? Like that, literally average. Like if you don't if you don't degen no life Persona, it's gonna take you forever to finish it. That's what I did. I actually degen no life Persona. Just cause like, dude, I hate leaving games unfinished though. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like leaving games I'm pretty sure a lot of people dislike leaving games unfinished as well, which is why usually when it comes to RPGs, a lot of people will just like, frickin', dude, just give me 3 days, bro, finish the game type thing. But I don't really blame people. It's just like, that's the nature of those games, right? Tarkov emulates that in a multiplayer sense, which is why I like the game so much. Tarkov has everything I like about video games almost in like one full package, which is insane. You wonder what Arc Raiders endgame goal is? Arc Raiders is more casual, so there's really no endgame goal in Arc Raiders, which is why I tend to not enjoy Arc Raiders as much. Because, like, Arc Raiders, that's my issue with Arc Raiders personally. It's very shallow. Like, but we do live in that world. I'm gonna be real. We live in that world where, like, shallow games are somewhat more preferred these days. There's a reason everybody buys the same 2K, the same Madden, the same Call of Duty every year. So Arc Raiders is like perfect. It like literally encapsulates, I think Arc Raiders sadly encapsulates everything I dislike about multiplayer games these days. There's like zero depth to Arc Raiders. You can get everything you want to get done in Arc Raiders within like a week if you like actually try. But like that's what I like about Tarkov is like it's an actual struggle. It's a struggle to get what you're trying to get, and it's like it's really rewarding. It's the frickin' end of the rainbow. The example that I mentioned earlier. It's literally the end of the rainbow. Not everyone's gonna enjoy the road to get to the end of the rainbow. But for me, I love it. Love it. I love it. That's why Tarkov will never be like a mainstream game. Like it'll always have presence because it spawned like arc raiders and stuff like that, but it'll never be a mainstream game because it's just a lot. Not even like in terms of to do, it's just a lot to learn. It's a lot to get used to. The game doesn't really play like anything else in the market. It's unique. It feels corny to say something's unique, but it really is unique. Because like unique is like in the eye of the beholder, you know? Like anybody can call anything in their life unique, but I think Tarkov is genuinely unique. Like there really is nothing like it. When's my next Tarkov stream? I was thinking about playing it again this week, but as you can see, we're actually playing a few interesting games this week. I'm playing Sekiro. I have played Sekiro before. This week's kind of weird. I didn't know what to play and I was bored of everything, so I wanted to break open the emergency games. Like ideas that I have sitting in my idea bank for when I have nothing else to do. And that's I wanted to start my Souls arc. So I'm gonna play Sekiro tomorrow. And on Friday, I'm playing a Hood classic video game. Simpsons Hit and Run. If you don't know about Simpsons Hit and Run, you're just too young, probably. It's one of the best TV adaptation games ever. 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 In all caps, ever. It's a Hood classic. You left Yakuza 7 unfinished. You put over 100 hours into it. I mean, yeah, it's an RPG. I love RPGs, but they just take so much time. It's the same reason I haven't started Final Fantasy VII Rebirth yet. I just know that game's gonna sap my time, and that's time that I can use to like edit. That's time I can use, you know. I don't want to say that's time I can use. I don't want to say that's time better spent elsewhere, but because I know I would enjoy it. I know I would enjoy Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's just a long game. That's the problem. It's just a long game, and I don't have time for it. Persona 5 took you 1.5 months of gaming every night almost. You can't finish a game if you ever put it down. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, right? You finished Elden Ring out of spite. Spite is a powerful freaking push. Being petty or spiteful, I know how powerful that is. Also, this run's awesome. I actually really love these stats. If stamina was a little higher and guts was at B, that'd be sick as hell, bro. I'm actually quite happy with this one. You put many hours into Red Dead and never finished all of it, so you can't replay stuff you already know. Really? Damn, that sucks. I'm a big fan of like replaying games I love. Like for me, I was on a I almost played Red Dead every year. Red Dead 2 every year. Like from when I got it in 2022? Yeah, from when I got it in... When did Red Dead come out? I don't want to be a poser. When did Red Dead 2 come out? Because I got it on a Steam sale. So I don't know if it was in 2022. It was in 2022. Okay. I got Red Dead 2 in 2022, and I was seriously playing it like every year. Just because I like Red Dead 2 so much. Heckin' love Red Dead 2. Elden Ring too long, man. You stopped and pick it up like 4 times. You got as far as the snowy part of the map. You're literally almost done with the game. Like I don't wanna push you to try and play it, but you're literally almost done with the game. You're basically at the end. There's not much more left. Yeah, I don't want to push you to play it if you don't want to play it, but yeah, you're pretty much almost there, Smalls. You're literally almost at the end of the rainbow. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum. Bum ba-dum bum. It's such a good game. Hunting is so chill. Yeah, dude. I call myself a 90% gamer because usually 90% of the game is like really, really enjoyable for me, even if it's like grindy, like the hunting and stuff. It's usually like the 10% that gets really annoying, like to like 100% a game where it's like one of the things you had to do in Red Dead to 100% the game was pick all the plants, and I was like, I don't want to do that. But like the hunting for me, I love the hunting. The hunting's great. So like that's why I call myself like a 90% gamer, because there's usually some 10% that's really obnoxious and I don't want to do it. So I just won't. But the hunting was awesome. Just to bring it back to square one, the hunting was awesome. Second, off by a few points, man. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me check something. Is that King Halo? Is that top King Halo from URA? That'd be crazy. You telling me my best King Halo is not even from Unity Cup? Hold on, let me see. Oh, it is from Unity Cup. Okay, I was about to say, what the hell? How's the Uma Tuesday going? You did a few casual pulls with your ticket and got Gold City's event costume. Bang! Excellent. Very nice, Screedle. Very nice. It's going well. You know, it's just a Zatsudon. Literally. We're just freaking Zatsudoning right now. We're talking about random stuff. We're hanging out. We're chilling. It's a chill Uma Tuesday. As stated in the title. Do I have a ticket? Do I have what they call a winning ticket? That'd be kind of sweet. Let's see, do I have one? I don't have one. Feels bad. Pissed. Oh, I technically do have one. I technically do have one. Wait, isn't this on its own banner? It is on its own banner, so it's not even the same thing. How boring. And it's a card. Hold on, wait. Hold on. You know I'm a gacha fiend. You know I'm a gacha fiend. Hold on. I should have bought 2 of these instead. Whatever. Too late. It's too late to apologize. I said it's too late. Just imagine, though. Just imagine. Just imagine dragging these. Well, they certainly drug those. They certainly did drug those. Imagine. I could play more. I do need to grind out this thing. Also, I think there was some misconception earlier. The grind I was talking about was the parent grind. I remember, I don't know if that Drew guy is still here, and .Drew. But I didn't mean this as the grind. I meant the parent grind that people do for their CMs, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna use the compatibility calculator, and oh, okay, so if I do a grandparent of winning ticket, oh, if I do a grandparent of Major Orion, and then I put it into, and then I put that combination into a McQueen, and then I put the McQueen with the Daiwa Scarlet, and then oh, and then on the other end, you know, like that's what I was talking about, not the event grind. The event grind is whatever. I actually enjoy the event grind a little bit, but I was talking about the CM grind that people do. I don't find that fun. I know some people do. I don't find that fun. And that's alright. That's alright if people find it fun. It's just not for me. Who do I play next? Parent grind is straight poison for your mental. I mean, some people enjoy it. You know, I'm seriously not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and say people don't enjoy it. It's just, you know, that's not for me. Like I said, like I mentioned earlier, this is literally how I set it. This is how I start my CMs right here. Oh, she can run a medium? Oh, that's pretty good, eh? Let's see, I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna take this one. Oh, medium, huh? Okay. Let's get some mediums. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, this card looks pretty good. Oh, yeah. That's literally what I do. That's it. And then whatever Uma I get is whatever Uma I get. I'm not obsessed with the frickin' parent grind or anything like that. Why did I become Aussie? I thought it was more like Canadian, but I thought I was going for more Canadian, but yeah. You had to skip your Uma run yesterday because you got 5 hours of sleep and felt like a sick dog all day. Big Sag, dude. I freaking it feels bad to skip your run because it's like you do get paid. You do get paid. You get freaking, what is it again? You get 75 a day. How much is this? 30? Yeah, you get 75 a day. It feels bad to skip. 75 a day is nice. Which is why I wish they had an auto mode. I know they have an auto mode in JP. Because sometimes I just don't feel like playing, bro. I really don't. I just want to get on, get the dailies done, and get off. That's how I play Zenless. It's literally how I play Zenless, and that's why I like Zenless a lot. Because literally, I'm at the end game of Zenless. There's events that I can do that'll take like, I don't know, like an hour if I really want to do them. But, you know, They're fun because I don't do them the entire time. Or like, you know, they're not the main gameplay every time. And it's, you know, Zenless, you literally log in for 10 minutes at most. And then I'm done. This game, I have to devote like 45 minutes, bro. Minimum. No, minimum's like 30. But like 45 minutes if you're actually, you know, paying attention. Fucking time sink, man. Time sink as hell. Who do I play? I'm gonna keep scrolling. You guys choose who I play. I'll play anybody. We'll play one more run. My bad guess on your part. You're European, so you wouldn't know. I mean, yeah, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. I was going for more Canadian, though. Special? Special what? Rudolphu? Tachyon? Oh. Tachyon fan? You guys are literally saying my top Umas. Special? Weak? Pick the cute one or Tachyon? I mean, I do like playing Special Week. What's up, Smile? Also, hi. Hope you've been well. I'm doing good. I'm always doing good. If I was doing bad, I wouldn't be on stream. I will never stream. Actually, that's... Unfortunately, I have streamed feeling bad sometimes, and it results in a really bad stream. I usually delete those streams, because I hate having those up. But usually, 80% of the time, if I'm on stream, I'm feeling great. 80% of the time on stream, I'm feeling damn good. So no worries there. Machikane Fukukitaru? Which one, dude? Machikane Fukukitaru or the regular? You're playing a bourbon run if I want to join you? Front runner. Oh, whoa, sorry, guys. I don't know. I got nocturnal for a second there. It was crazy. I don't know. I don't know how I fell asleep so fast. It was crazy. That was weird. Couldn't believe it. I think I just like... I think somebody put sleeping pills in my Pepsi. Crazy. How's that possible? How's it possible that all that sugar put me to sleep at the same time? I don't know. Sorry, you guys know I'm a front runner. I dislike front runners. I think they're boring. I think front running is boring as hell. I'll still play a front runner every now and then just to like spice it up, but I don't think I want to play Bourbon at the moment. Bro acts like frontrunner stole his dog or something. Dash my dog. That's my dog. Oh no, I'm like stumped. Do I actually just let the CM control my pick? Usually, I won't lie, when I'm off stream, I'm just like, I don't know who to play. And then I'll just be like, oh, what's the next CM? Because I don't really care about this one anymore. Medium? Tokyo? I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. Fast and Furious. Drift, drift, drift. You don't like building frontrunners, but you make an exception for your daughter, Suzuka? You know what? what I'm gonna do? Hold on. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I always like to do in this game. You know, it's actually really hard to do what I want to do because almost everyone in this game can run a medium. There's almost 0 people in this game that can't run a medium. And if they can't run a medium, they're a freaking G. That's a little too extreme. I was looking for like maybe a C. Okay, yeah, 90% of the cast can run a medium, right? I'm like, I'm not wrong, right? Hold on, let me see. Oh my god, you can't see that from here? Oh wait, you can see it from here. No, wrong page. Who here can't run a medium? Almost all of them, I bet, can run a medium. Oh my god, it's not even funny. Like, literally, medium is the most common track. Oh my freaking god. Oh! Medium F? What the hell? Out of nowhere, bro. Okay, I was gonna choose somebody who's not good at medium and just make them run medium, but I guess I just have to just choose anybody because everybody can run medium. In that case, TM Opera. You also want Opera. Opera's design is top notch. She's your beloved glass cannon for real. She's a glass cannon? Why is she a glass cannon? I'll run Opera. I was thinking about it, so might as well. Yeah, literally 90% of the cast that's currently in this game can run a medium. That's actually insane. There's no love to the sprinters, bro. No love. No love. No love. Bunch of opera. Bow, bow. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Plus 20 on stam. Plus 20 on stamina. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh my god, excuse me. Oh, youch. Ouch. Bum 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 bow. Bow bow bow. Bless me. I didn't sneeze. I didn't sneeze. What the hell? I didn't. Why sneeze? Where my Ruby fans at? Where my Ruby fans at? Got no. Blessed by special. What? It's gross. Disgusting. I'm just addicted to running this frickin' rice shower card, man. I'm just gonna run it again. I'm just addicted. No, you know what? Hold on. I'm flipping the frickin' script. I'm flipping the script. Wait, am I? Do I want to? I kind of do. Wait, hold on. I'm thinking. It's taking a lot of brain power. I'm getting a vein on my forehead, like that one guy in that one picture. In that one meme picture. Oh, I have a filter on. That's why it looked weird. That's a load-bearing script? Don't move it? What? What are you saying? You just scared the hell out of me. I thought I got hacked. I thought I got hacked by reading that. What are you saying? I was like, what the hell did this guy see that I didn't see? What are you on about? You scared the hell out of me, man. Do, 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 do. Where is this coming from right now? What in the hell is happening? You guys just went rogue for a second. I'm lost in the sauce. I don't know what happened to the sauce. The sauce is freaking spilt all over the floor, man. You guys are gonna have to clean that up later, by the way. I'm not cleaning that up. What am I'm looking for something, and I just can't find it right now. So you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care right now. I just want to play. I don't want to do all this mental stack with the CADs, man. I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play the game. And I'm still mental stacking with the CADs, man. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm looking for. Do 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 do. There we go. Let's do it. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. My whole life was meant for this. Time to test my skills. Did I say something that triggered this silly conversation? What are you saying?
I don't know. I don't know this meme. Like you guys know I'm not a memer. I don't stay up to date with memes. I don't stay up to date with the latest silly internet joke. I just don't. I just don't care. So I don't know where this is all coming from. This is very scary right now, and well, there's a lot of people losing Senjo credit out here. I might need to ban a lot of people. Okay, ban's too extreme. Might need to time out a lot of people. Speaking of which, have I played Dispatch? The VODs are available. I have played Dispatch. We did do 2 like 6-hour streams of Dispatch. It was a fire game. I love decision-making games because I put a lot of weight on the decisions. So yeah, I have played Dispatch. Are you freaking kidding me, Opera? Wasn't that like an 8%? That was a 9%. Even worse. Upsetty spaghetti. It is regretty. Spitting bars? I used to rap, dude. I used to put a rap for your rap. Don't get it twisted. In another world line, Senjo's a rap star. Just saying. Just saying. You got the VTuber timeline. You got the VTuber timeline, dude. Maybe that's not the world line you would have preferred, but it's the world line that we're in now. You want to visit the rap icon timeline? That sounds awesome. What the hell? Now you just have the casual singer VTuber me in this timeline. Bet on it, bet on it. You gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get my head in the game. Why is it feeling so wrong? My head's in the game, but my heart's in the song. She makes it feel so right. Wait a minute, this time, place. Wait a minute, get your head in the game. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Alright, let's get out of there. TM Opera O has to win against these jabronis. She's the freaking... She's the legend. She's the highest earning horse ever, right? Not ever, but in Japan, I think. Or rather, the original Opera. The perfect timeline is out there somewhere. That is true. I am a very big believer in small things affect your world. So what I mean is let's say, see, this is just the example I always like to use, but it's such a bad example, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Let's say you forget to brush your teeth. In the world line, you didn't forget to brush your teeth. You had a great day. Because you forgot to brush your teeth, you just had a very bad taste in your mouth, and it's like, my day sucks. And the point I'm trying to make is like, I believe in like small things like that, where it's like, dude, this day I didn't what is it? I didn't put my glasses on or something like that. Just an example. I don't know, man. It every little thing changes the timeline. Every little thing. Steins Gate taught me that. Steins Gate taught me that. The butterfly effect? It's not just the butterfly effect though, man. I don't know. I think it goes beyond it, which is why I don't actually say the butterfly effect. I know of it. I think it goes beyond the butterfly effect. For those of you that haven't watched Steins Gate, I'm avoiding spoilers, so don't worry. But Steins Gate like uses like a clock, and the clock has a lot of different numerical value. So like the number changes very. The number of the timeline you're in your timeline is represented by a number in that show. And there's a lot of numbers on the clock, so like each little variable changes the number, you know? So that's like how I like look at it. Not like it's not like the butterfly effect, because the butterfly effect implies like fate. I don't really believe fate is set in stone. I believe fate is determined by the choices you make. So like that's why every time this topic comes up, I don't mention the butterfly effect, because I think it's a little different. He's a rapper and philosopher. Let me just tell you this. You know Socrates? Little unknown secret. His last name was Senjo. I'm Senjo 47. There's been many Senjos across the time periods of life. They just erased his last name. I don't know. It's called like, you know, it's just called like whoever wrote the books, man. Whoever wrote the books. I didn't write the books. So I'm channeling a past Senjo every time I get real philosophical, you know. Socrates, he was one of the greatest philosophers of all time. Just channeling that energy. Socrates nuts. Good one. Good one, man. Good one.
But yeah, long story short, that is, I do believe in the world line theory, because it's not just an anime thing. It's a little theory that was crackpot created from this guy who posted on like Reddit or something, like John Titor. But I do believe in it because I don't know. I think it's a cool concept. Because time is such a wibbly wobbly, timey wimey thing, you know. Where's my Doctor Who people? Where are you? I know there's a few of you in here. You have to be. I know my Doctor Who people are here. I heckin' love Doctor Who. I'm still scared of anything resembling a weeping angel. Dude, weeping angels are the coolest. Okay, hold on. Let me say this about weeping angels, because it is in relation to games. They really overdid it with the weeping angel mechanic in video games. Dude, for a solid like 6 months, I swear every horror game had a weeping angel mechanic. They were all piggybacking off of Doctor Who, man. It was crazy. I swear. I swear they did. It was insane. Explosion. But yeah, the Weeping Angels are fire. It's a good. That's a solid. That's a good horror. That's a good horror villain right there. In a show that's not necessarily about horror, but you know. Special who? It's not the same. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. Uh-oh. Wait, what is that? What is this, a draw? It's a draw, right? Pissed. Pissed. The best horror concepts come out of non-horror media, you swear to God. Yeah. 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 I'm trying to think. If there's any more examples, but yeah. Mood down. Oh man. You guys think I'll get another voucher out of this? I would like another voucher. Let me see. If I get another voucher... Oh my god, I do. Oh my god, I do. Hold on. Can it please be Narita, Fuji, or frickin' Aishin Flash? You know how sick that would be. I'm marking it. Marking it right now. In Avatar The Last Airbender, they had the face-stealing spirit and you've never emotionally recovered. Dude, oh, the face-stealing spirit was scary, man. So true. So true. Oh, dude. Yeah, you know, now that you're dropping some examples, because I just don't remember. My memory is shot. Yeah, you're probably onto something with non-horror media being really scary sometimes. Yeah. It's funny as hell. You're watching Avatar right now? Hell yeah. Fantastic show. Some of the best cartoon ever cartooned is that cartoon. Oh, golden legendary. Oh my god, excuse me. Boku no da 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 da. Watch Avatar when it aired, it was always a masterpiece. Dude, it was hard to follow shows when they would air. Because, like, they wouldn't... How would... I never knew when stuff was coming out as, like, a new episode. When stuff was airing on, like, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. It was, like... I just had to hope it was a new episode. And then it would always be out of order, you know? So I'm like, dude, what am I watching? There's only one arc of Avatar that I remember watching very vividly on TV, and it's the... Hold on. I was gonna spoil something. I'm trying to avoid spoiling. But in this case, I've warned you that I'm gonna spoil something, so you know what? You have exactly 15 seconds. If you'd like to mute the stream, you have exactly 15 seconds. It's counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, the desert arc, dude. The desert arc, like, that desert arc had me sad. Okay? Because they lost Appa. Appa got taken by freaking raiders. And they had to walk in the desert. I don't know why. I don't know why that arc specifically spoke to me. That arc specifically spoke to me in the Avatar. I don't even think the desert arc was that long. I think it was only like 3 episodes. The owl. And then there's only one other show that I vividly remember. It's because I watched it at the hospital. I wasn't in the hospital. I was visiting people at the hospital, but I was a kid and they let me take control of the TV. So, you know, it was kid privilege. This show was Total Drama Island. It was the finale of Total Drama Island season 1, and I was invested in it. It was Jersey Shore for kids. It was Jersey Shore for kids. So I watched freaking I had to see the season finale of Total Drama Island to see who was gonna win. I had to. I took control of the TV that day. And the saddest part is I don't remember who won. The saddest part is I don't remember who won. I just remember it was a good time. Never been so invested in a cartoon like that show. Dude, Total Drama Island was a banger. I sadly wasn't as into it for the second season, but it was still a banger. Get him up! Oh, Vega! Let's go. Remember watching Gravity Falls in the hospital? That was lit. Gravity Falls. Yeah, I never got into Gravity Falls. I think at that point I was just over cartoons. Yeah, no, around that era is like when I started watching YouTube a lot, and then like, you know, just using YouTube as my source of entertainment. That was around Machinima Respawn days for me. I would watch not even just Machinima Respawn, but like Machinima's Digital Fear, baby. Arby and the Chief. You remember the goth girl and the crazy camp leader, you think? Yeah, Gravity Falls I never got into because I was already over that. Like I said, I was already over TV at that point. I was moving on to the interwebs. The YouTube was up and coming. We still had the 5 stars for the ratings instead of the likes. So you could actually accurately rate something 5.5 stars if you wanted to. It was, you know, people's channels had like crazy backgrounds and, you know, identifiers and stuff like that. It was a different time. It was a different time. PewDiePie days? Yeah, I was never much of a PewDiePie guy, but those were he was part of that era. I was more of a Creatures guy. That was the group that I watched. I didn't have like a rivalry thing though. I hated that. I hated the whole like freaking I hated the whole fan base rivalry that people would create in their heads. Like they wouldn't even hate each other, but like the fan bases would just freaking be like gang warfare. I definitely did not like that part. I mean, people still do that to this day, but yeah, I still don't like it. Old YouTube was interesting. I mean, I preferred it, honestly. But I never... See, I don't know what you mean by interesting. I was very much, like, into the gaming part of YouTube. I didn't really care for anything else. Like, honestly. Like, I'm a gamer. Like, when I say it, I don't say it, like, in an ironic way. I genuinely, like, don't engage with much stuff outside of gaming. So it's like a lot of my entertainment is really gaming based. Hell, I even mentioned like the Fallout show that I'm gonna watch later today. It's just like, you know, gaming adjacent. Like, hell, when I was watching cable TV, I would watch G4. Who knows G4? That was a gaming TV show if you don't know. So it's like at some point in my life, I just stopped caring about like at least in terms of entertainment, like for like what I would like to watch for like TV and stuff. At a certain point, I just stopped caring about like non-gaming stuff. Not to say I never watched, like, you know, I used to watch a lot of Ryan Higa. And I still do like Ryan Higa to this day, but I wouldn't watch like what's his name? I wouldn't watch what the hell was his name, man? There's a specific guy I'm thinking of, but like I wouldn't watch like Fred and stuff, you know? Or Smosh. I was not like a Fred or Smosh kind of guy. I didn't dislike them. I just like was not really, that's not my thing.
and I know I mentioned Ryan Higa, but even then I wouldn't really watch too much of him either. I was very much a Machinima kid. Like, I watched a lot of Machinima. I watched a lot of Machinima Respawn. Like, that's where my YouTube origins come from. Is like all of those gaming related videos, you know. G4 was the GOAT. Loved all the weird stuff they show from JP that we weren't getting. G4 is epic. Oh god. Yeah. You know, does anybody else know this feeling? I don't know if you do or not. This might be completely unrelatable, but did anybody ever randomly, somehow, some way get like a Game Informer magazine and it was like the coolest feeling of all time? It was in my I used to get Game Informer randomly. Like, I don't know, my mom would like pick it up or something from like the rack at the Food for Less randomly or something. I don't know, like a supermarket. And dude, getting that magazine and just scrolling through was sick. Was sick as hell, bro. It was fire, man. It was just a different time, man. Nowadays, everybody gets all their gaming news and they're all stoic about it, bro. But back in the day, gaming news was hard to come by. Let's not forget, you used to get bullied at school for playing video games. Let's not revise the timeline, okay? Playing games and being interested in nerdy stuff, you used to get bullied, bro. So like having gaming used to essentially be a niche thing. It used to be not cool. So like getting a Game Informer, oh my god. As the nerd, I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. But yeah, let's not act like this gaming thing is you know, let's not act like this gaming thing is was always exactly the most popular thing for people to do, you know. I think people like to not mention that though because people realize how stupid they were. That's the reason why I think people don't mention that part, is like people realize, oh my god, games were always cool. Why were we making fun of these people? So like I feel like a lot of the time that gets swept under the rug because I think generally most of the populace of the world kind of agrees now that it's like, wow, we really did like bully gamers for no reason. So I feel like that's why it gets kind of revised, but let's not forget, bro. I didn't forget. I didn't forget. Well, I didn't forget because I got bullied for it, but you know, let's not get sad about it. Let's not get that sad about it. It's so crazy back then. You had only like one kid into gaming in a class at most. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? And then just later on, people were like, just times change, bro. Times change. Didn't have that in Germany, but you remember the Pokemon magazines? Those were your jam. Ooh. We paved the way so everyone can be gamers. Let's go. Everybody forgets about the grandfathers, bro. We're the grandfathers of our gaming generation. And that's alright. Respect your elders, baby. Remember reading a Nintendo Power for the first time? It was great. Ooh.
Yeah, I was a little bit. That's a little bit beyond my time. The Nintendo Power. Honestly, it probably was because I wasn't that into Nintendo. I was very much a PlayStation, OG Xbox kid. I had a GameCube, but like I feel like everybody had a GameCube. No, actually, that's a lie. Everybody, no, honestly, if you were a gamer, no, you know what? It's actually crazy to think about, but because gaming was a niche back then, yeah, actually, dude, this is crazy. Gaming was so niche back then that things were cheaper back then. So therefore, if you were actually a gamer, which was a rarity back then, because like I mentioned, you used to get bullied for being a gamer. But when you were a gamer back then, you actually had all the consoles because they were cheaper back then because it was a niche thing. So like I was gonna say, I don't know if everybody had a PlayStation, but I'm almost certain anyone who was a gamer back then had a PlayStation and maybe an Xbox and a GameCube. I'm serious. Like, and I think it was because it was just cheaper back then. I don't know. Maybe I'm creating a timeline here, but everyone I knew had at least 2 consoles. Maybe not all 3 of them, but at least 2. They were that cheap. I mean, it was a different time, you know. A lot of people, like I said, it's revision. It's really revisionist how it is these days. Like everybody's like, oh, everybody's into gaming now. Gaming was always cool, but like, you know, the reality of it is it was niche. Like, you know, again, kids got bullied in school for playing games. Like if you were known as the gamer kid, you might have gotten bullied. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but like, you know, you may like. It was niche back then, so it wasn't as expensive because, you know, it wasn't as popular as it is today. So it's not like actually, I think about it now, because it's like, if you own a PlayStation and an Xbox, you're freaking filthy rich. But like, I think about it back in the day, it wasn't so incredulous to have 2 consoles. It really wasn't. I don't know. Again, maybe... Oh my god. Can we win? Thank you. Double draw scared the hell out of me. Yeah, I don't know. Every person that I met, which, you know, I did hang out with the gamers because, you know, I was a gamer. But every person that I've met at least had two consoles. And, well, without revealing too much personal information, I didn't necessarily come from a very rich area. Okay, so they like I don't know. Like that's why I'm saying like I don't think it was that expensive. I mean, of course it was expensive, but like I don't think it was that expensive. But again, it's just personal experience. I know it wasn't always like that for everybody, but at least for me, personally speaking, a lot of the people I met, and again, I didn't grow up in exactly a rich area, and I know I didn't. Trust me, I know I didn't. So they still had at least 2 consoles. Also, I'm not saying they had 2 consoles like brand new, by the way. What I mean is like as time went on, they might have had 2 consoles like over time. I'm not saying they had 2 brand new spanking original Xboxes and PlayStation 2s, you know. It's not what I mean. I mean like, you know, eventually you got your hands on a GameCube. Eventually you somehow got your hands on an Xbox or a PlayStation, whatever you preferred back in the day. So like that's what I mean is like it was also different back then because let's not forget they weren't trying to like pump out consoles like immediately, right? Like the PlayStation 2 lasted a long time. A long time. The original Xbox lasted a long time. You know,
So it's like, it wasn't like today where it's like, oh, in 5 years your freaking console's irrelevant. It was a little different back then. So like in due time you would eventually stack up the consoles, you know? You might not have had it immediately, but like it was, and you know, it wasn't even a necessity to have all the consoles because there wasn't exclusives back then. It was a lot different. Flea markets, dude. Exactly. Flea market, dude. Went to the flea market all the time. Well, I called it the swap meet, but same thing. Same thing. Literally, yeah. No, that's probably another reason why I had a lot of consoles is because, dude, swap meet, flea market. It was awesome. The games were expensive? Nah, dude, you don't know about the... I don't know, man. Before GameStop was a thing, man, I went to this place called Game Crazy. It doesn't exist anymore, but obviously, because, you know, GameStop killed them. But, you know, before GameStop was a thing, man, you would just get your games from there, and every game was like 20 bucks. I had so many games because the games were just $20, man. You get 2 games every time I go. I was not even, and even then, sometimes they weren't even 20. They might have been 10. It was sick. I played so many bad video games because honestly, let me be real. Let me be real. There was most of those $20 games sucked. Okay, let me be honest, but it didn't matter because when you're a kid, you just make the most of it. You just make the most of it, which is why I have really fond memories with garbage games. Which is why I also believe it doesn't matter what anybody says. Screw the reviewers, screw the popular opinion. You can have fun with whatever game, bro. It does not matter. I don't care what anybody says. If I just enjoy this, I enjoy it. That's it. Like I've never cared about the popular opinion. You guys know, I always say this. If you're a regular around here, I always say this. I do not care what the streets have to say. If I just enjoy something, I enjoy it, bro. The streets can actually ligma. So that's part of my like history with gaming, actually. Is because I played so many quote unquote bad games, but I still had a great time. So it's like it just doesn't matter. I just have never cared what the popular opinion is. Not even game critics. That's not exactly what I'm talking about. It's just a lot of people go with the flow these days, and they're like, "Oh man, everybody in the community on Twitter says this game's bad. I guess I won't play it because like these people said it sucks. So like I won't even try it myself. I'll just listen to them." You know, that's literally what it sounds like when some people like critique games. Not game critics, not like actual game critics. I'm talking about like real people. So like I can't do that. I'm gonna try a game if the game interests me, of course, you know. I'm gonna try a game for myself, and you know, I don't listen to no one's opinion. I'm gonna freaking try it myself. I'm not gonna get swayed by nobody. And that's just, and that's part of because, like I said, I used to play a lot of quote unquote bad games. So. But yeah, no, Game Crazy was sick because it was a traditional like game store. And I say traditional because it was like, it wasn't business focused, you know? It was literally just about the games. Like, of course they were trying to make a profit. It's a store, right? But like, there was a magic to it. There really was a magic to it. And, you know, of course they were always going to lose. They were going to lose to big business. You know, it's how it goes. But, you know, I remember Game Crazy very fondly. Because, for one, they had the deals. For one, they had the wheelin' stealin' deals. And 2, it was, alright.
Oh my god. That's 3 mood downs in a row. Chalked. Brother is chalked. Never even heard of Game Crazy? It was local. That's why. It was local. You won't hear about it because it was local. It was like a little local startup. So it wasn't like a big like chain, you know? There was a lot of those back in the day. There was a lot of those stores back in the day. You just had to like really look, you know? And it was easier for us. It was easier to... well, I won't say easier, but it was lucky for me because, you know, the internet wasn't... It's not like the internet... It's not like you couldn't look up stuff on the internet, but like we didn't have Yelp, you know? Like Yelp wasn't like a thing. You didn't like Google things. It wasn't your immediate reaction to Google stuff, right? So you had to just get lucky and like, you know, when your mom or something or your parents would drive around, they'd see a game store. Luckily, next to a Target was the Game Crazy. So next to the Target was a Game Crazy, and you know, that's why I had so many games, is because it was literally a steal. Literally a steal. They made their money off of bulk purchase rather than, you know, rather than quality purchase. So sadly not enough money because, you know, they don't exist anymore, but it was cool. Oh yeah, and Blockbuster. Forgot to mention Blockbuster. I don't want to say I abused Blockbuster, but you know, if you rented from Blockbuster, you know, I don't gotta say it. I don't gotta say it. Play and switch? Oh, no. I wasn't that grimy. No. I was not that grimy. I would just like delay returning it for a long time. That's a little too grimy. Now, if you did it, you did it. I'm not gonna judge you for it. You know, at the end of the day, Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore, but yeah, I didn't do no play and switch. I would just like delay returning it a long time because, and actually it's really funny, I still have a Blockbuster game. Blockbuster died. Blockbuster died a month after I got this game from them. So I still have it in its Blockbuster case. And that game is Borderlands 1 on the Xbox 360. So I still have it. Yeah, yes, I'm not kidding. I do have it. So essentially, obviously I'm not like, I was worried about it at first because I was that kind of kid. Like I don't like to rule break. I'm not a rule breaker, honestly. But I was worried about it, and I was like being panicky with my mom about it, but literally there was nothing they could do. Like they were already bankrupt and it was over basically. So we just kept it. Nah, that's foul. That's foul. Special. What? Nah, that's foul. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like scamming people, or I don't like doing dirty things like that. I mean, I get it. I know it happens, but nah, that's foul. I have too much honor in my bones. And I shouldn't say too much like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I just have honor. I have a lot of honor in my bones, so I wouldn't do that. That's too foul. You weren't friends with him, but you heard about him from other gamers. No one liked him. Yeah, I bet. I bet no one liked that guy. Side note, everyone, Appa just got caught in the sandstorm. Oh my god. Appa, no! He was a scumbag in general. Yeesh. Yikes. Papa, no! This run sucked. Sorry, we had a good run earlier today with King Halo, but this run is doo-doo, man. We've been getting a lot of mood downs, man. We are in shambles. Just won your first Dota 2 match? Boo. Dota, you stink. Actually, good job. Good job on the win. Just boo to Dota. Boo to Dota. Not gonna lie, no idea what happened this run. It's okay. Chill Uma Tuesday literally is just a Zatsudan stream. And if you don't know what Zatsudan means, it essentially just means like talking stream in Japanese. It's alright. This is how I operate with this game. The only time the game actually gets the spotlight is when it's time to pull. Speaking of pulling, I don't know who we're pulling on. I have to decide. We might be pulling on Tosin Jordan. We might be pulling on Medro Dober. That might be next week. That might be next week. I don't know. Just get ready. Get your pants ready. Get your socks on. Because we might knock your socks off with those pulls. Make sure the socks are nice and fastened. You do not want to have cold feet. You're gonna get them cut off due to the frostbite. It's not gacha time, sorry. It's not gacha time yet. Or even this stream. Next week. Next week. Next week. Maybe next week. But yeah. The entire enemy team left, but a dub is a dub. I didn't tease you. I literally said next week. Is this thing on? Hello? Oh, it's on. There must just be some hard of hearing people in here, huh? In the last week of playing Dota, you've gone from having no idea to what you're doing to having some idea of what you're doing. I think you just described playing a video game. I think you just described the natural progression of you playing a video game. I mean, yeah, of course, dude. Of course the game's gonna make more sense the longer you play. The usual hard part about playing games like that is you have to play. Some people just hate being bad at games, so they don't want to they don't like improvement, you know? Not everybody likes the feeling of improvement, but like if you do, then multiplayer games are super rewarding. But usually a lot of people these days don't like being bad at games, so they usually give up playing like multiplayer games or hell, even like games like Dark Souls or like Elden Ring, you know? You guys know me. If you guys watched me play the climbing game a week ago, maybe that was 2 weeks ago already, I lost count, but like I will literally bash my head into the wall and improve in games like that, and just do it over and over and over until I improve. I love skill-based games. Like I just love the progression of improving. I have a very never give up mentality. So I therefore obviously never give up. That being said, I don't like Dota because I'm a League player and I don't even care that much. It's just I don't want to learn 2 MOBAs. I don't even care much about the rivalry. I just like, dude, I don't even love MOBAs like that. So on one note, you know, I do feel like to learn a game, you have to have a little bit of passion. And it's just like, I have no passion for MOBAs like that. Most of my League experience comes from like a few years ago. So it's like, not a few years ago, a long time ago. But I just have no passion to like learn a MOBA. I'm over the MOBA genre. I'm very, very much over it. Can you get a League stream this week? Oh, you're funny. Looks like we got two clowns in this stream. Myself and special what? He said never mind. You think about picking up League again? You don't know if you should. I mean, I don't dislike League as a game. I dislike the community. I don't like it when I play with people who don't try. And you know, if I'm going to play a multiplayer game, I'm going to be very try-hard. So my issue is like in League, when I play ranked, people just give up so fast. I hate that. I hate it. I hate that. Like, if you're going to play a competitive experience, you better be competitive. You better not want to give up until you get beaten. I don't believe you've lost until you actually lose. Literally. Like, I'm that much of a competitor. So, like, freaking, I hate playing. That's the reason I hate playing League, is because, like, dude, those guys are all babies, bro. They just give up so goddamn fast. It's so aggravating. That's most competitive games though these days, actually, when it comes to ranked, which is really annoying. Like that's how it is in Valorant too. Sometimes they just freaking cry and give up, and it's like, bro, if you didn't cry and give up, we would actually, you know, maybe make a comeback, and you'd experience a feeling you've never experienced before in your life. The climb, the actual climb of coming out of the gutter. Coming out of the gutter and still winning. Ooh, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. There is nothing like it. Those people never experience it because they just cry and give up the instant it gets tough. If you weren't trying to play tough, maybe you shouldn't be in the competitive queue. Ever think about that? Maybe you should play normals. Sorry. You guys are triggering the old me. The old me's still in there. I just buried him. But he's still in there. Only other MOBAs you bothered learning are Deadlock and Predecessor. Deadlock onboarding is the best new player experience you've had in MOBA. I like Deadlock. Deadlock's pretty fun, but I like Deadlock right now because there's no ranked. So it's like, the people don't give up as fast because there's nothing to give up about, you know? So it's like people just like actually just play, which is awesome. You feel bad playing League because your eyes are really bad and you barely see what you're doing. You bet your teammates think you're trolling, but you like the game. I mean, I don't even see, like, the thing is, I don't care when my teammates do bad. I actually don't. I don't care if you do bad because everybody has bad games. What I care about is like the mentality that these people have. That's my issue. Is like, You could be doing bad, but if you keep trying, like, I'll respect you. The problem is when these people do bad, they just cry, man. They just cry and complain, and they don't try. And that's my issue. Like, if you do bad and you, like, put your best foot forward, I can't hate on that. But, like, I'll hate on the freaking players who just, like, they're just toxic and they don't even try. Like, I don't know. I hate that. You do always try, though? Yeah, I love that. That's good. Well, I respect that. It's just like, like I mentioned, the people who just don't, like, who just instantly give up, that's what bothers me. You put half effort and you still got value in League? What do you mean by that? Valorant solo queue is a miserable experience. I'm okay with it sometimes. You only get the whole gamer rage thing. You think gamer rage is an excuse for people who have bad anger management? I don't know. I'm a little in between when it comes to that, because sometimes when people get mad, it's because they're really competitive. And I know that because it does happen in sports. I do think it is an excuse sometimes to be a bit of a douche. I don't think you need to get that upset at your team. I think a healthy... See, the problem is when people get upset in ranked, it's worthless because, like, you literally are only going to play with these people one time out of your entire day. So it's like different. But, like, if you get mad at somebody who's on your team and you want your teammate to get better, I think it's a little different. So it just depends. But, like, when you play solo queue and you're, like, with these random teammates and they get mad at you, there's almost no reason. There's no reason for them to get mad at you. It's just like... But, like, I do think the quote-unquote gamer rage makes a little bit more sense when you're actually critiquing somebody that you're going to play with constantly. That's when I think it makes more sense. But yeah, like in solo queue and stuff like that, it's actually kind of stupid. Because, like, dude, you're only going to play with me one game. And it's like, I don't know. Like, obviously, maybe you queue again and you get them again. But, like, I don't know. It's like, it's not exactly a guarantee, right? Oh my god, we lost. Zannen. Zannen. Yeah, exactly. Normal online, yeah. I know what you were talking about. I was just like bringing up... Sorry, that's a bad habit. I just bring up different POVs because I like to see the world through as many... I like to see the world from multiple perspectives when it comes to stuff like this. Not just like my own. I don't really like... I hate like the... I hate when people talk and it's like you're clearly not taking in this side of the story and this side of the story. And maybe there's too many sides of the story to take in, but I like to try and take in as much as possible because I think it's only fair. I mean, getting mad without it affecting your team is perfectly fine, in my opinion. Like those gaming rage compilations, like where they just smash stuff, I think that's perfectly fine. I think that's hilarious. It only like gets sour for me when like they start yelling at their teammates. But like, dude, if you're gonna get mad, like, and it's only gonna affect you, then by all means, bro, smash everything. by all means, bro. If you're only affecting yourself, then it's like I don't really. I'm all for it. But yeah, when people start getting like irrationally mad at their teammates, it's like, whatever, bro. You lost me. Because I'm not gonna sit here and say like, you know, like obviously if a teammate on my team does bad in like Valorant, I'm like, damn, this guy's not doing so well. Like I'll say that to myself. I'm not gonna say that to him. That's just gonna tilt him and make things worse. But like, you know, obviously I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm like the saint of multiplayer games. I'm obviously not happy that a teammate's doing bad, but I'm not gonna like ruin his mood and like be toxic. So it's like I keep it to myself, you know. A lot of people just do not keep it to themselves, which is really annoying. Like they don't have self-control to like freaking be like, oh, if I say this, it's gonna make things worse, and the game, like, I don't know, type thing. Oh my god, she failed the 4%. It's over. This was a bad run. This was a super bad run. Call him McLovin. It's opera over. I don't want to use my clocks. Not for this. McLovin D's. Damn it, this guy's a D's nuts joker. I'm the only D's nuts joker around these parts. I'm pissed. He's stealing my identity. B+. Let it be known, it is still possible. It is always possible to still get a B+ on a very, very, very bad run. What was my Steam replay like? Oh, that's out? I didn't know that's out. Did that come out today? I love those. I actually love the recap stuff. I know everyone does a recap stuff these days, but like, I actually like it because it's like, am I going to remember that I listened to the same song 500 times? I'm not going to remember that. In the early January? I'm not going to remember that. Hold on, wait, guys. Watch this. You ready? Bang. The door means nothing. Oh my god! Come on! What a tease! What a tease, man. What an actual frickin' tease. Casual 10-pull, come on, baby, come on, baby. Oh, wait a minute. You never know. You never know. Hold on, wait a minute. You never know. Hold on, just wait. Imagine. Oh my god. Damn it. Oh. Alright, we're done. We're done. I had to check it. You had to check it. You know what they call that? They call that a heat check. There was no flame to check, but There was no fire to check, but they call that a heat check. Oh, man. No, we're waiting. We're waiting, man. We're gonna do Tosin Jordan or Dober. We're waiting. We're waiting. All right, I am gonna do my Steam replay though. Let me look at my Steam replay real quick. I want to show that, or let's look at it. If I can, if I even have it. I don't have it on the PC. Booting up my PC. Because I need me. One bag away from glory. But you don't even want them and you can get Narita. Okay, here. This is the reason why. Okay, for one, I don't like costumes. So that banner really does not. And that banner over there does not like attract me because I want all the Umas, but I don't want the costumes. I just want one unique Uma. Hold on, let me go over here. Sorry. This is weird. This is a little awkward. The giant white box of doom. Where is the stupid thing? There it is. Okay. Okay, for one, I don't want I don't want costumes, so I really don't want to pull on that banner, because if I do get one and it's a costumed Uma, I'm going to be a little upset. Two. Well, actually, that's the only reason. You wonder if Yakuza 8 counts as Mystery Dungeon? You only played one legit one? Huh? I mean, Yakuza 7 and Yakuza 8 are more like RPG games. So... Bam, 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 bam. Hold on, I'm just scrolling through my Steam replay to make sure that there is no... there is no information that could get me doxxed or something. Alright, cool. There's nothing. Let's show my Steam replay. One sec, I gotta set it up. Yeah, I know the little numbers want to be shared, but I still gotta double check. I enjoy my privacy. I'm not a big fan of like parasocial stuff. Not that I believe anybody here would be, but I like to keep my online presence and my offline presence separated. If I'm not on stream, I basically don't exist. And that's the way I like it. I'm like Germa. Or I like how Germa does his thing, so I'm gonna be like Germa. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bum 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 bum. I know this is a little awkward. I'm blocking you guys, but it's okay. Jermaine. All right, Cedric 47 Steam Replay 2025. This year you played a lot of new games and unlocked quite a few achievements. Here's a few of your highlights. 50 games played, 13 games fewer than last year, 33 new games, 6 demos, and 6 play tests. I don't really care about my achievements. That can ligma. Actually, let me... You know what? This is a very awkward way to do it. Let me just do it like this. Let me just go over here. Making it very difficult. Oh, wait. Hold on. I messed up. I'm operating... I'm basically playing Operation right now with my OBS. Hold on. Just relax. Just relax. By the way, I just want to make things clear right now. I'm an old school Germa fan. I was watching him when he was playing TF2. I'm just saying. I'm a little egotistical about it. There's some Germa babies in here. You only watched him most recently for his other stuff. I've been watching that guy since Team Fortress 2. He was playing with Star. Germa is mad part 2. Sorry. My fanboy came out. The fanboy in me came out. Sorry. Okay, man, get down. I heckin' love that guy. He just keeps it fun. Okay? And those are the kind of creators I like. They just kept it fun, they kept it about games. There's no stinky, smelly drama. If anything, people create... Never mind. Let's just drop that. Oh! To the shocker of absolutely nobody. Umamusume Pretty Derby. 38% of playtime, 390 sessions played. That means I clicked play 390 times, no? It means I clicked play 390 times for this game. I did play a lot of Street Fighter. I told you guys. I did play a lot of Marvel Rivals. At the beginning of the year, though. I have since not played too much Marvel Rivals. But, at the beginning of the year, it was the hot game. I was playing a lot with my friends. And that was good. It was a good time. How I compare. I unlocked 447 achievements. The Steam medium is 11. What? What the hell? People don't play anything. Steam median is 4? Oh my god. Oh my god. They don't play it. These guys only play 4 games a year? 4 video games a year? I mean, I believe it. But what? Well, on average? Oh my god. That can't be right. I agree. That can't be right. Your longest streak was 156 days. Also, like, just not true. It's not true. New releases, recent favorites, classics. The percentage of playtime you had on releases from the last 1 to 7 years. See, I told you guys. I mean, I know this is half of the year, but this isn't fair because this is Marvel. Literally, I play a majority. Like almost half of my games I play are old. Old games, bro. Oh yeah, wait, this is also Uma too. Dude, this isn't fair. Dude, Uma and Marvel like took over half of this. This is not fair at all. That's freaking bogus. %62% classic for you? Those damn hootin' tootin' casuals. The types of games I like to play. I'm surprised Gacha's not on here. Extraction shooter, yes sir. MOBA, 2D fighter. I did play a lot of Street Fighter this year. I played like 2 months of Street Fighter. Not on stream, but I did play a lot of Street Fighter. To the shocker of absolutely nobody. To the shocker of absolutely nobody. To the shocker of absolutely nobody. 140-day streak. Have I logged on to Uma every day since it came out? I don't really play... I mean, somebody in chat could probably answer you, but I don't really worry about grandparents and parents. I don't really sweat the game when it comes to that stuff like that. But somebody else probably could answer you. I got some meta gamers in here, but I'm not a meta gamer myself. Haunts. Much haunts. Much haunts. Mavel! See, I told you, dude. What did I tell you? I knew this already, but what did I tell you? When Marvel first came out in January, oh my god, it was a banger. And then I started falling off about it. And then I guess I played a little bit more in the summer? The summer was Street Fighter, though. Oh, it was more late summer for Street Fighter, huh? Why do I remember it being more in the actual summer? Huh. Okay. Oh yeah, this was the Cyberpunk DLC. This is exclusively for the Cyberpunk DLC. That DLC was fire. That DLC was super hot fire. Oh, Arc Raiders! Arc Raiders! Dude, no, 99% total playtime. Do you know where the 1% went? I think it went to Uma. It had to have gone to 10%. Yo, these graphs are off, bro. What is this? 10% total playtime. It says 99. Like, what does that mean? How is it? How does that graph make any sense? I did enjoy my Arc Raiders time. I did. Also, this doesn't even count games that aren't on Steam, by the way. I play like Zenless, and then I play Escape from Tarkov, but Escape from Tarkov's not on Steam. It is on Steam, but I don't own it on Steam, so it's like kind of skewed. Kind of skewed a little bit. Lost Judgment, baby. We played that on stream. Other games? What else? Poppy Playtime. Oh yeah. Oh, Me-Side was in January. Dude, I remember yeah, that was fun. Me-Side was fun. Lost Judgment, Marvel, a few scary games, and I was playing Halo? I was about it. I don't know why I was about it, but I was. Baldur's Gate, bro. Me and my friends did a Baldur's Gate playthrough around this time. And didn't finish it. Like every Baldur's Gate playthrough, we didn't finish it, but, you know. We did play some Baldur's. It was fun. Yeah, majority went to Cyberpunk right here. Street Fighter. I did play a little bit of my Ratchet & Clank. I love Ratchet & Clank. That new Ratchet & Clank game's not bad. I was lost right here, bro. I was in gaming limbo. Look at all those games. Look at all those games. Damn, played hella games in June. And whoa, look at that. Look at that. Look at the red. Out of nowhere, bro. Sneak drop. Sneak drop in July. Out of nowhere. Uma Pyoy, bro. Kimi no aiba ga Street Fighter. Oh yeah, this is when my Street Fighter arc kicked in. Little tiny Deadlock arc too. Little tiny Deadlock arc as well. And then out of nowhere, where is it? Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders. I basically dropped off on Street Fighter when it came to November. I had a solid 3 months of Street Fighter. And now I play Uma every day. Except I only do 1 run a day because I hate this game. Okay, I don't hate the game. I hate the grind. 80% of your playtime was with a controller. I don't play controller games. I don't play controller games, but I do play a little bit of controller games. Fate Trigger. Oh my god. That was fun. It's a fun little battle royale anime battle royale game. It was fun. I wonder if it's gonna come back. Ba-da-da-da. Oh wait, show more. There ain't much more to show. Oh, there it is. Like half of these are stream games. Yeah, majority of these were stream games. I would not nearly have as many games played if it wasn't for stream. Oh, here it is. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. I like this. We had we were on our horror arc. We were on our horror arc in February, kinda. A lot of this is skewed though. Remember, a lot of this is like offline too. My boy Shenmue! I heckin' love Shenmue. Guys, hold on, sorry, I'm getting nostalgic. I'm getting I love these things, so that's just nostalgia, bro. It brings me back. I can remember the months now. Instead of it all being a blur. I can remember all these the good times. Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Good times. Did I stream Shenmue? No, I didn't. I just played Shenmue casually. For fun. For fun, man. For fun. Alright, we're done with that though. Alright. Well, that was my Steam replay. It was very much... I would say it wasn't too spicy, but... there was a lot of typical games, I guess. I don't know. All right, folks, but I'm gonna call that a wrap for today's Uma Tuesday. As you guys all know, here is the oops. Took you 11 months to beat FF7 Remake. You're slow. It's all right. It's a single player game. Who cares? You'll get it done eventually if you actually want to finish it. But yeah, here's the stream schedule for the rest of the week, guys. As I always mention, I post this every Monday. You know what I'm going to play. You can tune in. You can choose not to tune in. It really is just business. I will not be offended. That being said, I will be really happy. I won't be offended, but I will be happy if you do tune into games that you may not exactly love, because that means you're there for me. And that would make my heart very warm. I won't lie to you. But no offense taken. If you're only here for Uma, it is what it is. Tomorrow I am playing Sekiro. I'm starting my Souls arc. I'd like to say I'm a pretty good Sekiro player myself, but maybe I'll have to test myself on the camera, when the camera's on. Thursday, there's no stream. I'm going to be editing. And then Friday, I'm playing a Hood Classic video game. Literally Hood Classic. Simpsons Hit and Run. I have my original Xbox 360 to play this game. I still have it. I don't know if the capacitors are dried out, though. I haven't booted it up in a while. It might not turn on. So if it doesn't turn on, I'm gonna have to pivot. I'll be testing that on Thursday. I've had that 360 for about 10 years now. So I'm gonna be playing that. I'm gonna be playing that old game. But yeah, guys, I will be seeing you guys either tomorrow, and if I won't be seeing you tomorrow, I'll be seeing you whenever I see you. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed your time. Whether you were lurking, chatting, stayed around for a short time, long time, I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye. See you later.